So I get this objection a lot. Why did Jesus say, my God, why have you forsaken me?" if he is God? It's a good question, but I want you to understand the reason behind his saying that. The first thing you have to understand is it is a reference to the 22nd Psalm. First line is, my God, why have you forsaken me?" So why is Jesus referencing this psalm? Well, it's important to understand that he is fulfilling many prophecies in that psalm. The first place we see Jesus fulfilling prophecy is in verses 6 through 8. He is scorned by everyone. He's despised by the people. All who see him mock him. They hurl insults. They shake their heads. He trusts in the Lord, they say. Let the Lord rescue him. Let the Lord deliver him, since he delights in him. We know that that is a specific reference to what was happening on the cross at that time. And this is a reference to that in a fulfillment of prophecy. We also see in verses 14 and 15, "I am poured out like water, and all my bones are out of joint. My heart has turned to wax, it is melted within me. My mouth is dried up like a potsherd, and my tongue sticks to the roof of my mouth. You lay me in the dust of death." We know that Jesus' thirst even on the cross was a fulfillment of the prophecy here. And in verse 16 and 17, we see something amazing. We see, "Dogs surround me, a pack of villains encircle me, and they pierce my hands and my feet." This is a reference to crucifixion before the Roman practice of crucifixion even existed, hundreds of years before, a prophecy fulfilled. And in verse 18, "They divide my clothes among them and cast lots for my garment." We know that this happened at the foot of the cross. In the Gospels, we see Roman soldiers doing this very thing. Again, more prophecy fulfilled. In verse 24, "The Lord has not despised or scorned the suffering of this afflicted one or hidden his face from him." Even though it looks like he is turning his back on him, he really is not. At the 27th and 28th verse, "The ends of the earth will remember him and turn to the Lord. All nations will bow before him. He rules over nations." Talking about the glorification of this figure that seems to be scorned and afflicted by God, but really is the one who points to God. And in verse 31, "They will proclaim his righteousness and tell the next generation that isn't even born yet, he has done it." Jesus is pointing to Psalm 22 as prophecy fulfilled through his completed work on the cross. Now there's a second reason why we need to look at Jesus' words on the cross, and that's because of the work he is fulfilling. He, as God in human flesh, is paying the penalty that I deserve, that you deserve on the cross. And in that temporary period of time is feeling the wrath of God. And part of that wrath of God is a separation from the Father. So when Jesus is referencing and calling out, he is feeling the brunt of this punishment that he is taking for you and me. Now we know from his words in the Gospels that he said he and the Father was one. He said, "If you've seen me, you've seen the Father." When Thomas said, "My Lord and my God," after his resurrection, he did not correct him as a faithful Jew would have done. So it is certain that the Father approved of his work. It's also certain that Jesus was completely innocent. However, as Paul says in 2 Corinthians chapter 5, verse 20, "God made him who had no sin to be sin for us, so that in him we might become the righteousness of God." You see, why does Jesus say, my God, why have you forsaken me?" It's because he's pointing to the prophecy he's fulfilling, and because he's experiencing the punishment that we deserve. Church, be encouraged today that you have put your faith in Jesus, and if you haven't, do it today. God bless.